Hi, my name is Ron Matheson. I'm a Senior Vice President with WebsiteClosers.com. We're a boutique brokerage focusing on helping entrepreneurs with the process of buying and selling internet companies, Amazon stores, software companies, and other businesses in the digital space. We're a unique M&A firm that not only facilitates the acquisition process in the sale of a business, but because our founders are internet entrepreneurs as well, we're in the best position to provide guidance, valuation, and market knowledge when it comes to developing exit strategies. Today's segment is going to focus on a few tips that we would like to convey to those interested in either buying a website by WebsiteClosers.com or by any other brokerage. And to begin with, we recommend you consider the opportunity to have a website broker, attorney, or other consultant assist you with any acquisition transaction. While you may be the best negotiator you know, you're always going to be at a disadvantage when it comes to representing yourself because as a buyer, you bring emotion to the deal. And since you're going to be working with the seller for a long period of time after the deal closes, emotion is the last thing you want in a deal. By using a third party like an internet brokerage, an intermediary can help steer you in the right direction, help identify negotiable touch points, and help enlighten you to market and lending standards. No matter how experienced you are, attempting to walk down the road of buying a website is a difficult task, especially if an SBA-backed lender is going to finance the deal. The deal structure, contract, and process needs to be in line with bank and SBA standards. At WebsiteClosers.com, we have closed a large number of SBA-backed deals, so we know what to expect and how to structure a deal to ensure that it will get through all the phases and rigorous requirements required by the SBA and the bank. Regarding the negotiation process, it can seem quite daunting if you're new to deal making. Chances are there's going to be a lot of bright individuals involved in the process, and when buyers are negotiating the deal, they may feel threatened and are less likely to ask the tough questions and demand all of the answers. But when handled correctly, in our mind, negotiations are a very healthy part of the transaction process. The reason we say this is because a good business acquisition is never lopsided towards a single party. Negotiation isn't always about giving in. It's more about finding a resolution and solution to all deal points in a way that is respectful, cognizant of party desires, and fundamentally the best solution to get the deal through closing. So the following are a few thoughts on preparing to negotiate the purchase of an internet company, whether it is a straight e-commerce platform, an Amazon Seller Central account, software application, or some other digital asset. All preparations tend to follow the same basic trends. First, before beginning negotiations, get as much financial data as possible and run your own numbers to determine the highest purchase price you're willing to spend on the deal. Number two, once negotiations start, just focus on the 2 or 3 biggest picture items that have cropped up as deal issues. You're not going to win every deal point, but understanding where you can give and where you need to win it's critical. And right off the bat, you need to know that. Number 3, don't come in with a lowball offer. Again, all of this is, of course, our opinion based on our experiences, but lowball offers, especially in the internet sector, never get anywhere and will usually, they're going to end up making you look bad. So make sure the offer is realistic because good internet businesses don't stay for sale for long. Our good listings usually go under contract within 1 week and rarely more than 3 or 4 weeks of receiving them. Line up the professionals you want in your corner. This will include attorneys, accountants, business brokers, and tax advisors. All or one can in some fashion help you through the process of purchasing a business. Number 5, prepare a smart list of questions for the first phone conference with the seller. Try to understand why the business is sold, what is the learning curve for a new buyer, whether there's other buyers, and in the end, what other opportunities does the seller see for growth? Number 6, try to understand the seller on a personal level. While the whole process should remain professional, it is critical that you have a great working relationship with the seller because virtually all website acquisitions, the seller and buyer are going to need to communicate with each other for many months and sometimes years after the transaction closes. By bringing things to a personal level, you're in a better position than other buyers because people tend to trust those that are open enough to talk on a personal level. Number 7, do not get emotional. We know how hard this can be. I mean, like any other business deal, emotions should play no part in negotiations. Each side is always going to assume that they are in the right and that the need that they have is important. But the fact is, both sides are going to have to give up something to make the deal happen. And so digging your heels in or snapping when a deal point is lost is never a good way to get to a closing. If you and the seller are not communicating well, something that we find helpful is to have the broker on each side, start to work through the communication deal points. And then once the biggest issues are out of the way, the buyer and seller can begin to talk again. Number 8, don't let minor issues get under your skin. Everybody is different. Everybody has their own wants in life. And when it comes to selling a business, a business that you've created, you tend to have certain goals and you want to achieve these in the sale. Now, try to understand these big picture terms and try to stay focused on them. Don't let minor issues get under your skin. Everybody is different and everybody has their own wants in life. And when it comes to selling a business that you have created, you tend to have certain goals and you want to achieve these in the sale. Try to understand these big picture items and stay focused on them. Minor details slow the process down and annoy. Focus only on major deal points. Number 9, don't be afraid to stop the process if the deal isn't going in the direction you want it to. Talk to your broker about other alternative deal structures that might help you, get you and the seller where you need to be in the process. The internet brokers at websiteclosers.com are worth their weight in gold when it comes to deal making and negotiations. If you are contemplating the purchase of an internet company, we highly recommend that you give us a call and allow our brokers to help you through the process. Whether it's a listing we own or not, we can help you. We invite you to email us at info@websiteclosers.com or give us a call at 800-251-1559, and we'll give you a step-by-step approach to our methods that will give you the absolute confidence in our ability to represent you in the purchase of an internet business. For additional videos related to buying and selling internet properties, search for Website Closers on youtube.com, and thank you for listening.